May 4th, 2025. 5:59 p.m., South Main Street. Caller reporting there is a female in front of the Passport building clinging to a flower bed that keeps nodding off. 7:45 p.m., unknown location. An officer is asking for a court date for a juvenile. May 5th, 2025. 4:54 p.m., Federal Street. Caller asking for a welfare check on a juvenile. 8:15 p.m., Lake Street. Caller reporting there are juveniles on skateboards yelling and screaming in the parking garage. 8:31 p.m., 40 Huntington Street. Caller reporting there are people showing up really late at night and living there. The place is supposed to be vacant as the last tenants were evicted. 8:43 p.m., Carter Hill Road. Caller reporting a woman showed up at their home and began screaming at them. They do not know who she is. At 8:46 p.m., the woman left in a silver/white truck headed toward Swanton. At 8:56 p.m., she is now at another address on Carter Hill Road and has a male with her. She is wearing a pink shirt, vest, and jeans. At 8:58 p.m., they are seen passing another road, driving in a white Chevy Silverado. Unknown time, Nason Street. Caller reporting there is a group of 4 adults running through their yard screaming. 12:55 a.m., unknown location. Caller reporting someone was flashing a light into her bedroom window, but she didn't see who it was and would like someone to respond to the area. May 6th, 2025. 1:01 p.m., location unknown. Employee calling to report there was a student using marijuana at the school. 1:02 p.m., St. Albans Police Department. Dispatch reporting there is someone in the lobby wanting to report fraud. 1:49 p.m., Dollar Tree. Employee reporting there were 2 females threatening employees and they would like them trespassed. Dispatch said they have 2 names and are looking them up right now. At 1:52 p.m., neither have trespasses or warrants. One is 17 years old and the other is 18 years old. 1:51 p.m., Kingman Street. Caller reporting there is a male standing across from the Samaritan house and seems very intoxicated. 4:18 p.m., 105, Lake Street. Passerby reporting there are 2 people trying to sleep on the sidewalk between Family Dollar and the laundromat. When an employee told them to leave, they began yelling at them. At 4:21 p.m., 2 officers responded and talked to the female employees. At 4:39 p.m., officer asking for AmCare to respond due to drug use and asked dispatch if the male has restrictions against alcohol. At 4:58 p.m., the officer reports Louis Gonier is taking a voluntary trip to the hospital, so he won't need to head to corrections. At 5:20 p.m., the hospital staff said he needs to go to corrections because they do not have the resources there. 4:44 p.m., Railroad. Caller reporting there is an old crane parked on the side of the railroad tracks, and there are a couple of juveniles climbing on it. 5:23 p.m., unknown location. AmCare reporting they have responded to an active fight, and there are 9 to 10 individuals involved. Some are hitting AmCare staff. 5:33 p.m., unknown location. Caller reporting there are 2 males and a dog trespassing and going through the dumpsters. 6:54 p.m., Park and Ride. Caller reporting he was just robbed by another male who said he had a gun, but he didn't see one. Then the male left headed towards the apartments near the Park and Ride. He has a buzz cut. At 7:01 p.m., the responding officer caught up to him and said his name is Kevin, born in 1971. 11:11 p.m., Patton Cosby Road. Caller reporting there are 2 people in the creek nearby. 11:32 p.m., unknown location. Caller wanted to talk to an officer about his daughter's behavior. 12:06 a.m., Kingman Street. Caller reporting there is a fight happening between a few people. At 12:10 a.m., Enrique Hemingway/Eric Benway was added to the case, and dispatch reports he is known to be combative. At 12:22 a.m., Damon and Eric Mossy were added to the case. At 12:30 a.m., one person was cited, but I didn't hear who. 2:31 a.m., Lower Newton Street. Dispatch reporting a female texted 911 saying she was going to self-harm and was not willing to provide an address. The officer responded saying, "Per policy, we are not able to respond." At 2:38 a.m., dispatch reports she stopped texting back and her GPS appears to be moving. May 7th, 2025. 1:57 p.m., St. Albans Police Department. Dispatch reports there is a female in the lobby wanting to speak to an officer about an assault that occurred. 2:56 p.m., Food City parking lot. Caller reporting there is a male with a dark beard and brown hair screaming at people and lunging at them. At 3:03 p.m., 2 officers responded to the area. One of them went to Switchyard because of something related to him. At 3:15 p.m., he is named Jason and was trespassed from Switchyard. 4:49 p.m., Church Street. Caller reporting there is an intoxicated male wearing brown pants and a red sweatshirt. 7:26 p.m., Farrar Street. Caller reporting there is a male driving a black Ford who seems like he's on drugs who is knocking on doors asking for money. At 7:33 p.m., responding officer reports his name is Ryan. Dispatch reports back that he is known to be combative and also known to smoke crack and breaking into vehicles. May 8, 2025, 1:32 p.m., Dunsmore Road. Caller reporting a male named Adam broke into his residence a few weeks ago and is threatening to do it again, but he is currently not at the address. 1:59 p.m., State Building. Caller reporting Christy Dumont is by the catwalk and seems very intoxicated. 7:22 p.m., unknown location. Dispatch reporting that the state police put out a BOL for a red 2024 Dodge Ram that is driving around with a possibly intoxicated driver. 9:50 p.m., South Main Grocery. Caller reporting she went to the store but all the doors were locked and the lights were on. She's concerned something is wrong because they're supposed to be open right now.